Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Tesla Boring Company updates. Before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Elon Musk is known for his electric cars, reusable rockets, and satellites that can transmit high-speed internet to the world's most remote locations. In 2016, though, he lowered his objectives lower. The plan was to establish a corporation that would address traffic congestion by constructing a network of underground tunnels. In 2017, Musk created the Boring Company. The Boring Company previewed a system in which automobiles and public transportation pods are lowered below by metal platforms and then speed through tunnels at 124 miles per hour, unhindered by traffic, in a video broadcast the same year. The difficulty with tunnels, Musk explained during an event in 2018 to introduce the company's first prototype tunnel, is that they take a long time to construct and are extremely expensive. The 2.5-mile LA subway extension that was recently finished cost $2 billion. In New York, there was a subway extension that cost $2 billion for a mile during the ceremony, Musk said. Clearly, something must be done to transform tunneling technology. We need to be able to construct tunnels much more quickly and for much less money. At the ceremony, media were given test rides through the tunnel at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, a far cry from Musk's original goal of 150 miles per hour. The alignment wheels attached to the Teslas bounced off the side track barriers, making for a rough ride. Despite its primitive nature, the demo tunnel instilled trust in both investors and buyers. Musk raised most of the money for the Boring Company early on, but $1 million came from the selling of 50,000 hats, and another $10 million came from the sale of 20,000 company-branded flamethrowers. Musk also attempted to sell soil dug from the tunnel in the form of Lego-style pieces. The Boring Company received its first outside investment in 2019. The company received its first paying customer, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, shortly after the $120 million fundraising round. In June, the public was given access to the Las Vegas Convention Center loop. The Convention Authority paid $52 million for the 1.7-mile section of underground road, which took the Boring Company roughly 18 months to finish. Although it was the company's first public initiative, many of its other projected ventures have come to a halt. Many construction experts will tell you that it isn't the tunnel boring speed that you should be concerned about. It's time for the environmental assessment. It's all part of the bureaucratic process. It's all about the permissions, according to Cyrus Farivar of NBC News, who covered some of the Boring Company's stalled projects. Despite the difficulties, communities like Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Florida, appear willing to collaborate with the Boring Company. We've had discussions with the Boring Company about developing a 2.2-mile tunnel from our railroad station, the Bright Line Station, in the heart of the city, all the way to the ocean, Fort Lauderdale Mayor Dean Trantalis told CNBC. And there would be two tunnels, one heading east and the other heading west. And the business concept is that Tesla vehicles with drivers carry you beneath the streets, through the streets, and to the beach, fully bypassing all traffic. Trantalis estimated that construction expenses would range between $10 million and $15 million per mile, not including the cost of the stations, based on initial estimates from the Boring Company. Details are still being ironed out, but users of the tunnel will almost certainly have to pay a charge to use it. Other bids are being accepted for the project, but Trantalis claims that Fort Lauderdale has already ironed out many of the regulatory snags that have caused proposed Boring Company projects in other cities to fail. Even the world's fastest tunnel drilling equipment is 10 times slower than a snail, which is 100 times slower than a person. What is Elon's team's challenge? At least beat the snail, said co-panelist Steve Davis, motioning to the little terrarium that houses Gary the Snail, the Boring Company's mascot. They'll have to overcome various obstacles to get there. The first is to figure out how to mine indefinitely. They are currently drilling for a small amount of time. Stop. Sections of reinforcement should be placed. Repeat. This, along with the requirement to clean dirt, slows everything down, so the company is searching for better ways to handle both. Apart from speed, Musk says the Boring Company is exploring for ways to reduce the need for extremely long, expensive power lines. All of the Boring Company's devices are, of course, electric and shift to something more like a cordless drill using Tesla battery packs. Elon Musk and the Boring Company want to totally reimagine public transit, starting with the city with the worst traffic in the United States. Flying cars aren't feasible. Musk does not believe that his answer to soul-destroying traffic is the only viable option. He simply does not believe that flying automobiles will be either. Musk has previously expressed his dislike for the Jetsons' favored means of transportation, but just in case you forgot, according to Musk, flying cars will be. It's really too hazardous. Inevitably, someone will fail to properly service their vehicle, lose a hubcap, and someone will be guillotined. It's too loud. You can't even fly the quietest chopper over homes without bothering people, like it's a hurricane. As a result, moving traffic in 3 dimensions up is impossible. Musk, on the other hand, sees 3 dimensions down as logical. As a result, the Boring Company was formed. Blocks of construction. The Boring Company must also decrease costs, and one method they've discovered is to make bricks out of the soil excavated from the tunnels. The bricks cost roughly 10 cents each and are certified for California's seismic loads. They're pretty fantastic bricks, Musk continued, garnering laughter from the audience. Musk also intends to make similar Lego-style blocks and sell kits so that individuals may build anything from pyramids to temples in their own backyards. He remarked, "It appears to be a nice way to spend an afternoon." On a more practical level, the Boring Company is on-site creating their own concrete reinforcement portions for the tunnels using the same removed dirt. Don't squander your money and don't go hungry. Getting around the loop. The loop, a novel idea for a public transit system Musk compares to an autonomous underground multi-level automobile system, was the major news of the session. People enter and exit a pod at an above-ground station the size of a parking lot. Each pod can hold roughly 16 passengers and travels at a speed of 241 kilometers per hour, 150 miles per hour. For $1 per ride, the system could get you from downtown LA to LAX in about 8 minutes, or from the Getty to Union Station in around 12 minutes. Hyperloop lines could potentially connect with loop pods. These would be pressurized tunnels through which the pods could move even faster to cover longer distances between cities, such as Los Angeles and San Francisco. Update: it's not a flamethrower. During the Q&A segment of the seminar, someone naturally inquired about the delivery of the company's not a flamethrowers. Deliveries begin in 2 weeks, Musk said. Because shipping firms are reportedly wary of moving propane-fueled equipment, the Boring Company will personally deliver the gadgets. All we have to do now is get some vehicles and workers and deliver it to you, Musk explained. While there's no news on when the loop will be available to use, it's possible that you'll be flinging flames by the end of the month. Make a note in your calendar. Hey people, if you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and press the notification bell before you go. If you want to watch more videos like this, you can click above to see more of our channel.